How much does a roof cost and what all goes into it to get a final price to a customer? It is Jordan, your favorite roofer at Calgary Roofing and Restoration, and if you are wondering those questions, you have clicked on the right video. We're excited to be here. We're excited to do this educational series that we drop multiple times a week. So sit back, enjoy this educational moment with Calgary Roofing and Restoration. So how the math breaks down is basically for a class 3, this is our pricing and what we're giving to the customer. We are about $500 a square for a Cambridge roof. We are about $550 a square with a Dynasty roof, and then we are about $650 a square for the class 4 Nordic roof. And I thought I'd take a second to kind of go into the differences, one, of what goes into the actual roof itself, two, what goes into the back end with a company you are hiring that may adjust the price accordingly. So let's start with the actual shingles themselves. There is a big difference in cost between a class 3 shingle and a class 4 shingle, let alone getting into metal or EuroShield or any other product besides asphalt. But just sticking on the asphalt train for now, you know, we are about $50 a bundle to a customer with Cambridge, and we are about $80 a bundle to a customer in Nordic in class 4. So that's $30 per bundle different, just right there. So if you don't know the math and how it breaks down, a square is 3 bundles. So 3 bundles equals a square. And then most houses in our area range from 25 to 45 squares per job. Let's talk ice and water and underlayment, as there is a wide variety and quality with these materials. So you can start off with a very basic one that will come in much cheaper, that a lot of people put on their class 3 estimates, as well as something that costs a lot more. But on our estimates, we put the highest quality on every single one of them, the IKO materials, the IKO synthetic, and the IKO ice and water. We do a 44-inch ice and water. A lot of companies do 36. So it's something, again, guys, make sure is very transparent and laid out for you in your estimates. Let's then go to hip and ridge. There's basically 3 different types of hip and ridge that we use on majority of our product. One being the class 3, one being the class 4, and then you have a HP, a high profile hip and ridge that just gives you a little more depth when looking at the roof. It stands up a bit higher on the hips and ridges. Again, guys, there is a cost when doing a high profile hip and ridge. Next is a big one a lot of people don't think about, and it is venting. Making sure you have adequate venting coming in, making sure, or adequate airflow coming in and it exhausting out of the top. But there's a lot that can be added to your roof when it comes to venting to make sure that it functions properly. We are a certified ventilation maximum installer, so we have taken classes and really understand ventilation. That's one of our strengths. So really getting products on there, because you could put a turtle vent, which is a Duraflow 6050T, or a maximum ventilation tower vent, that are very widely different in cost. One costs about $25 installed, the other one costs about $300 per piece installed. So it's really knowing everything that's going into your roofing system that makes it work correctly. So that's more on the shingle and roofing side. Let's talk about some costs that you may not be aware of that actually go into your estimate. The first one is making sure that a company you go with has an office as well as insurance. So we carry $5 million general liability as well as WCB. If something were to ever happen, we are covered, which is huge. Also having an office space, guys. You want to make sure that you're dealing with actual companies and not a chuck in their truck to come in with a cheap price that may not be around next year. So make sure that you go with a company that has these things, but they also do play a factor into your final estimate. You know, another one, we have wrapped trucks. We have newer vehicles to make sure that when you book a sales consultation with us, our tech is actually able to show up on time due to having reliable transportation. Again, guys, those are wrapped vehicles that you see around the city that can play a factor in the pricing. Software. We have to have quality software. You get the automated text. You get the, when you book a meeting, you get it. You see that whenever a tech comes to your house, you get the Uber-like experience and can actually track that tech. Software does have a cost. Another one is when you call Calgary Roofing and Restoration, somebody's there to pick up the phone. You know, these are things you don't think about, but they do cost money, guys, and they do play a pivotal role in the total cost of your project. A big one for us, we have a site supervisor. He is there from the start of your project and is there till the end. So having somebody to verify everything's going to plan on your job site the day of your build is very, very important. We use the catch-all system. Again, guys, these things have a cost, making sure that everything on your house is protected. And the last big one that comes with a big cost to us is just training, having sales training, having install training, making sure our project consultants are HAG certified. These are big things that come with a cost that, we are a transparent company, and that's why we're filming these educational videos and things that, if a company does come in at $1,000 more, there could be reasons. And at the end of the day, you want to make sure you're going with a company you trust. They're going to do it right. No matter what the cost is, make sure your project is done well. We offer a lifetime guarantee. Make sure that you're going with a company that's going to be around the next year, that if God forbid something were to happen, they will be back out for a service call, making sure your project is taken care of for you. But guys, these are just a few of the items that go into a roofing estimate, and we're excited to film these videos. We love filming these educational content for you guys. So leave us a comment down below, subscribe to the channel, let us know what you would like us to film next on the educational series that we're doing here in Calgary. So thanks for stopping by, and we hope you enjoyed the video.